So what were you when you were 8 years old and the last time the Dodgers started pouring on?
Is that right? 8 years old, man. Is that true, huh? 8 years old, third grade in North Carolina. Man, that's hard to believe that it's been that long since we started off 4-0. Tonight was a crazy night. I thought, looking back, I thought Yamamoto threw the heck out of baseball. Just got the pitch count up, 90 pitches through 5 innings. I didn't want to push him anymore at that point in time. But a lot of punch outs, gave up the homer, and then the other homer off of Torres. That ball was a good two-seamer in off the plate, so it wasn't a bad pitch, just took a good swing. So overall, Yamamoto threw the ball really well. Some stuff with the relievers, obviously we got to clean some stuff up, but Kirby Yates was great. I still thought Luis Garcia threw the ball well, and Tanner's just working through some things, he'll be fine. And shoot, can't say enough about Mookie and the offense, and they just kept persevering. I think we got no hit through 5 innings, maybe something like that. But we persevered.
By considering where he was at physically just a few days ago, do you think it would be physically possible for him to get a 2-homer game second game of the season?
That was not on my bingo card. He just does some special things, and he's obviously a tremendous ball player, and he took some big at-bats tonight.
Dave, I think you've said in the past you're not surprised by Mookie, but I mean, even with kind of considering everything, does this surprise you what he did today?
It did. Just given what he's been under the last couple of weeks, and still go out there and be ready and not be 100% and still give us everything he has. Coming up huge. I can't say enough about Mookie and just being able to post. And he won a ball game for us tonight.
Does like when you go through the ring ceremony before the game, like obviously became kind of an emotional game. Does that just kind of add to it tonight?
It did, and I thought our guys did a really nice job of sort of compartmentalizing that part of it, the festivities, and still getting ready to play. And Jack pitched a heck of a ball game, and he kept us at bay. And fortunately, we got a big hit from Freddie. It was huge, gave us some life. But yeah, I mean, it was just what a way to cap off the first 2 days of celebrations.
Where did you see the tag on Marco there tonight?
On the leg, on the foot. And great relay by Teo. Tommy made that great throw. Austin made a great tag to stay with the play. And then Tommy, that play earlier off, I think maybe Baez's bat, something like that. Just a really heck of a play there. Just a very good fundamental play.
Did you see him stumbling around there?
I did. I saw it on the replay because I thought for sure it was going to be because we had Teo in the gap, and I thought Marco was going to go score from first.
There were a lot of reminders of the 2024 season today, but the way that your team fought back in the 10th inning, how much did that remind you of last year's team?
It's kind of a hallmark of our ball club. We play 9 innings and we play 10 innings tonight, but we just don't quit. We keep going, and as bleak as it might look at times, we keep competing and putting it back together. And even the play that Conforto couldn't make in that top half of the inning comes back and gets Pine with 2 strikes and finds a way to find some outfield grass for a double to extend the inning. So those are things that we do.
What do you think about Will Smith, coming off the bench and delivering?
Yeah, I mean, Will's done it his entire career when he doesn't play. It's not an off day for him. In any big spot, he's ready to go. And more times than not, he comes through. And he took a good at bat against a guy I don't think he's ever seen, and kept the inning alive. And it's just nice when you have the buy-in from all of our guys that regardless of their situation that particular night, they're ready when called upon. He was ready from the 7th inning on.
You're talking about him just defensively. What impact does he have? Obviously, it's presented him all the things.
Tommy it seems like every game he does something to help you win. And that's the mark of a really good baseball player. And there's a reason we committed to him for a lot of years and traded for him. And he's a guy that just kind of does whatever you need.
This kind of felt like, or been one of the most enjoyable opening weeks you've had if you go back to like Japan and the way like these 2 games here played out.
By far the best opening week I've ever experienced. I think that if you're a Dodger fan, I think that you feel the same way I do. I just couldn't have scripted it any better. Obviously we're 4-0 right now. playing good baseball, finding ways to win, and not even playing our best baseball, not to be expected, but we're not. And still finding ways to win is huge, and especially given all that we've taken on in this last, call it 10 days.
Last one, guys.
With Tanner Scott working through some things, is that mechanical or?
No, it's not mechanical. I think there's some pitch selection things. I think that he's kind of trying to fill up the zone, which he always does. But he's kind of building up his velocity and getting into the swing of things. But he's certainly a guy I'm not concerned about at all.
Thanks, Dave.